I still remember the first time I met my wife's father. He was a towering man in a perfectly tailored suit, his eyes cold and calculating, the kind of presence that demanded respect or fear. I had worked hard, studied late into the night, earned my modest degrees, and thought I had enough courage to meet him as a man seeking his daughter's hand. But when he looked at me, his gaze slicing through me like a sharpened blade, I felt every ounce of my effort crumble. "You're a low-educated fool," he said, each word dripping with contempt. "And I will not allow my daughter to marry someone like you." I swallowed hard, forced a polite smile, and left, my heart heavy but my resolve unbroken. I loved his daughter. I knew my worth even if he refused to see it. I didn't argue. I didn't plead. I simply walked away, carrying the humiliation like a wound I hoped would heal with time. Years passed. I built a life, slowly and meticulously. Every accomplishment, every business deal, every late-night success was a testament to the man I was becoming, not the boy he had dismissed. I never forgot his words, and I never forgot the fire they sparked in me. Then one fateful morning, I walked into the courthouse for a hearing. I was dressed sharply, my briefcase in hand, exuding the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you've earned your place in the world. And there he was, my wife's father, standing at the entrance, papers clutched in his hands, looking every bit the formidable lawyer he had always been. His eyes scanned the room, and when they landed on me, the cold recognition sparked something in him. "You again," he said, his voice tight. There was that same disdain, that same sneer I had carried with me for years. I simply smiled, not mockingly, not arrogantly, just calmly. The years had taught me patience, strategy, and timing. I knew the moment of reckoning had arrived, and then someone appeared behind me, a quiet figure, dressed in black, commanding presence without a word. His reputation preceded him, one of the most respected attorneys in the city, someone who had mentored me, guided me, and stood as a silent sentinel in the courtroom. The moment he stepped forward, my wife's father faltered. I saw the first tremor of fear ripple across his features, a subtle tightening of his jaw, the involuntary gripping of his papers. The courtroom, filled with whispers and curious eyes, seemed to hold its breath. I walked beside the man who had trained me, my mentor, my shield. The lawyer who had once called me a fool now realized he was facing someone far beyond what he had ever imagined. I could feel the years of contempt, the years of dismissal, finally weighing down on him. The man who had once decided my fate without knowing me now trembled at my presence, not because of arrogance, but because of the undeniable proof of what I had become. In that moment, I didn't need to speak. The courtroom itself became my voice. Every paper I had filed, every case I had argued, every victory I had earned, it all spoke louder than words. He had underestimated me once, and now he could see the truth. The boy he dismissed had become a man he could no longer intimidate. Later, as the hearing concluded, he avoided my eyes. I caught the slightest glance of shame, the remnants of disbelief, and a grudging acknowledgement that I had arrived not by luck or lineage, but through relentless effort, intelligence, and integrity. It wasn't about revenge, not really. It was about validation. I had proven, without a single raised voice, that I was worthy, not just of his daughter's love, but my own respect and place in the world. And somewhere in the quiet courthouse, I realized that life had a way of balancing itself. Years of scorn, years of ridicule, had led me to this exact moment, a moment where power, patience, and perseverance had spoken louder than any insult. He had once dismissed me as a fool. Now, as he trembled in the courtroom, he saw the truth. I was no fool. I was everything he had failed to predict.